Is there, with Al Qaeda or in general, is there a language barrier too? It could be just barriers of different communication styles. I mean, you got like a New Yorker way about you that might make somebody from like, I don't know, Laguna Beach uncomfortable. Do you feel that language barrier in communication is that language and communication style in itself creating a barrier?
You got a barrier when you think that your way is the way.
Sure, that's the biggest barrier.
Yeah. Like, and that happens all the time. When people talk about, what about cross-cultural negotiations? You know, what hand do I got to shake hands with?
Sure.
So that I can get my way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you strip it all down, we're all basically the same blank slate when we were born. Everybody's got a limbic system. Everybody's limbic system works pretty much the same way. People are driven by the same sorts of decisions. How does this affect my future? What am I at risk of losing? How does this affect my identity? You're an Al-Qaeda kidnapper. You're a New York City businessman. You're a tobacco farmer in the South. All making those same decisions based on those same things. So as soon as I start to navigate that, and I tailor my approach, which is what empathy is, to what you think, how you see things. So I can be the biggest goofball ever from, if you live in the South, yeah, maybe I'm a New Yorker, or I'm somebody from LA or somebody from Chicago. Mm-hmm. But my geography is foreign to you. But as soon as I start dialing in on how you see things, suddenly you're listening.
What about the three voices you talk about? The different voices you can use in that communication.
Right. The assertive voice, direct and honest. I'm a natural born assertive.
Natural born. I thought we're all blank slate. You're born.
Well, stop catching me on what I said. How dare you accuse me of what I've said? To quote Bono, I stand accused of what I've said, the things I've said.
That's a good line. he's got a few good lines.
Yeah.
So assertive voice. You're born that way. Which one? What are the other ones?
Analyst. Mm-hmm. You're an analyst.
And I could tell you're assertive.
Yeah.
What's an analyst voice?
Well, an analyst is close. The
smarter, more thoughtful.
No, as a matter of fact. Look, you ever do a decision tree?
Yeah.
See, you like it too, don't you?
So decision trees, I'm a computer scientist, so I like mathematical, systematic ways of seeing the world.
There's an analyst. You think Donald Trump would ever say that? Unlikely.
Wait, is he more the assertive kind?
He's a natural born assertive, yeah.
Yeah. Are all New Yorkers like this? Is this something in the water?
No, that's the craziest thing. I mean, there's an affect that a city can have.
Yeah.
And, New York's Northeast, not just New York, but the Northeast is a little more the affect of the area, of the culture of the area. The individuals still boil down into the three types, Crossabort.
What's the third one?
Accommodator, smiling, optimistic, hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% convinced that the phrase "hope is not a strategy" is designed at people's frustration over a third of the population being accommodators that are hope-driven. I hope this works out. And they're very on the surface, they're very relationship-oriented. They tend to appear to be very positive, and they are. But it's really built around hope.
And the idea is you can adopt these three voices.
You can learn them. They're all learnable. Analysts are often mistaken for accommodators because, as you said before, analysts are more introspective, more analytical. They're looking at the systems at work, and if they like to learn, they notice that accommodators make more deals than they make. They also notice that there's a higher failure rate of the deals, but since they notice stuff and they think about it, they catch on faster than assertives do that the pleasant nature of an accommodator contributes strongly to them making deals. Like my daughter-in-law is an analyst. Another descriptor we have an analyst are assassins.
Mm-hmm.
An analyst will snipe you from 1,000 yards out in the middle of the night, and you never know what hit you, and they're really happy with that.
But how has assertiveness, the assertive voice, served you in negotiation?
Poorly. The assertive voice is almost always counterproductive. It feels like getting hit in the face with a brick. And that's almost always counterproductive. So for me to be more effective, especially in a negotiation, I'll need to slow down and smile.
I heard that Teddy Roosevelt was a good negotiator and that he was extremely stubborn. And perhaps the right term for that would be assertive, but he picked his battles. Is there some value to holding strong to principle? So I don't even know if that's probably the opposite of empathy. Are there times when you can just be extremely stubborn to your principles to win a negotiation?
We do it all the time. We just, we're just nice about it.
Okay. It helps to be nice, you're saying.
Well, yes, because I need you to hear me. And the assertive tone of voice. So when we do our training, typically we do an exercise called 60 seconds or she dies.
Mm-hmm.
And I play the bad guy bank robber, and I ask you to be the hostage negotiator. And your job is I give you the 4 real world constraints, and then you got to try and negotiate me out of the bank. Now we're doing this. Now the first voice that I always use in that exercise is the assertive voice, which is the commanding voice. It's the voice that all police officers are taught to use in the street. Issue loud and clear commands. To me, I don't feel like I'm attacking you. I just feel like I'm being direct and honest and clear.
Mm-hmm.
You, on the other hand, feel attacked. Now, we're doing this exercise in Austin a couple of years ago. The first participant has an Apple Watch on.
Mm-hmm.
He tells us afterwards that sitting still, not even answering, when he first gets hit in the face with the assertive voice, his heart rate jumped to 170, which is a typical fight or flight reaction. I come at you like I'm fighting you. Your fight flight mechanisms all kick into gear, which clouds your thinking. You're automatically dumber in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to make a great long-term deal with you, highly profitable, I'm agnostic to you being profitable. You be profitable, that's fine. I'm here to make money for me. Me making you dumber will always hurt me. Me making you feel attacked will always hurt me.
So there's never a value in you making me afraid.
There's never a long-term value in it.